What's up? Happy Monday, April 11th, 2022. Adam Peterson here with you for some great updates today. We're going to cover how to enhance your dealer and frontline profitability, hence the tie to the music, Money from Led Zeppelin, a classic, because we're going to hear, you're here to give you those tips to make that cash money, right? Just like David Kim used to say, that's what it's all about. We're all in the sales game. Let me do a quick mic check and screen check. Can you guys hear me okay? And can you see my screen?
Good to go.
All right. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So the topics we're going to be talking about today, a little bit about focus on recruiting top salespeople. So you sales reps that may be on the call, hopefully you are a top salesperson. And maybe we can give you some tips. If you're close, we'll give you some tips to be that top salesperson. If you're an owner on this call, one of the hardest things to do is staff your stores, right? Staffing is critical. When you have that top salesperson in your door, then you will see your store take off. So we're going to give you some tips on recruiting your top salespeople, and for the sales reps, we'll give you tips on becoming that top salesperson. We're also going to talk about bolstering your online presence. This is the day of social media, right? This is the age. It was staggering. In our call next week, we're going to talk a little bit about the importance of auto top-up and some other things, but it's staggering the number of customers your guys' stores have and how many are paying online versus necessarily coming into your store to pay them. So you need to have that online presence. You know, on our sales call this morning, Julie happened to mention, you know, there was that big shift when COVID hit, right? COVID hit, people weren't going out. They were doing a lot of things online. So have you adjusted to bolster your online presence, as that's where the majority of our customers are paying their bills. That's where they're looking. I mean, on average, I would say almost, and it's a staggering statistic, almost about 73% of customers for your stores, if we group them in as a whole, are paying their bills online. So you're actually only seeing about 17% actually walking in your doors. So what are you doing to bolster that online presence? Next, we're going to talk about training that staff in the sales process. Again, getting those sales reps that we have right now to become the top salespeople in your industry, streamlining that sales process. And then we won't go into the details necessarily of comp on a dollar amount, but we will talk about the importance of that employee compensation structure to help motivate all employees to give their best each and every day, because as we said, it's all about making cash money. The more money your employees make, the more money your store is going to make, because they're going to be hustling that hard for each and every one of you. So let's talk about this first one. Focus on recruiting quality salespeople. Now, you guys can post jobs and search resumes, and there is a extremely underutilized resource here at your fingertips. It's the boostmobiljobs.com. So if you're a store owner, or if you're a manager, or if you help with hiring and your store needs help, did you guys know you can go to boostmobiljobs.com and post your job? Now, this is out here, and I got to tell you, very, very few of you are using it. For example, if you go to boostmobiljobs.com and look at just like the Chicago market, for example, you'll see just a handful of opportunities. Now, I know across not just DCI, but all of the other DDPs as well, we have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of doors in Chicago, and for only a handful of them to be hiring, it's a crazy misuse of a free resource to you guys. So you guys go to boostmobiljobs.com, you can see where not only you can people can go on there to apply for a job, but where you can post your job. So this is free, you guys. And it doesn't matter if you're in Chicago, if you're in Kansas, if you're in Central Illinois, if you're in Iowa, if you're in Texas or California, doesn't matter. Wherever you're looking for help, you can post that resource, and that'll go out to people in your local area. On top of that, DCI also is going to help with resumes for you as well. So if you can have a conversation with your DCI account manager, and we can help post a resume for you on Indeed.com. Then when the applicants roll in, we can have them automatically sent to whoever handles the hiring, whether you have an HR person, if it's the owner, if it's a district manager, whoever's going to be in charge of the hiring, you can let us know who those go to. But we can post resumes for you on Indeed.com and have those resumes filtered directly to you. So with everyone going back to work now, we kind of beat COVID. It's still out there. There's still protocols, but things are getting back to normal, right? I'm hoping to see outside events starting again. Just look at baseball, right? Baseball finally has all fans in the stands again. We had opening day this past weekend. We are getting that return to normalcy. And so we have to get back to those tactics to really be aggressive, get out there, have the right people, make sure our stores are staffed, and make sure your hiring is there. So are there any questions on these sites before I move forward on the help with hiring, whether the boostmobiljobs.com or indeed.com through us at DCI? All right, no questions. Again, if you have some help you need, reach out to your DCI account manager and we will take care of you. Next, I want to talk about bolstering your online presence, your social media marketing. So my ask would be, does your store have a budget for social media that you guys are using each and every month? Are you using, are you funding a special offer? Say, for example, if we have an iPhone for $29.99, are you marketing it even at a better price than that? Are you marketing ACP? Think about ACP right now. You could use social media and market 3 lines of service, unlimited talk, text, and data for $60 a month with ACP. If you're not doing that, key takeaway, I would absolutely be all over that. We can crush ACP. And when I say 3 for 60, keep in mind that's just to make that math easy. What is it really? It's 3 for 81. Why? Because we can now add insurance to all of our ACP lines. So even at 3 for 81, that's a steal for our customers. The best we've ever had before was 3 for 90. You can now get 3 for 81, have unlimited talk, text, data, plus protection on all the lines of service. So when you give that pitch right out the door, do you by chance have SNAP, Medicaid, WIC, or were you financially impacted by COVID last year? We can see if you qualify financially. If so, I can get you 3 lines, unlimited talk, text, data, plus protection for only $81 a month. Easy pitch. It should be your lead pitch for every customer walking in your door. Why? Well, if you have an ACP, the phone is going to be paid for by the government. You're going to get that discount. And then on family plans, your customers are more likely to pay for the entire amount, that full 81, because if one line gets shut off, they all get shut off, right? That's why family plans always have a better longevity than our individual lines. Other things you can do on social media, you can promote. Hold on one second, got a little frog in my throat. Got to take a sip of water. Okay. Other things you can do on social media is you can promote giveaway contests. So you can have a drawing like best customer of the month. Every customer that comes into your store, excuse me, every customer that comes into your store, have them go to your Facebook page and give you a like. And by doing so, they'll be in a raffle to win, let's say, a free month of service, right? Easy peasy. Every customer that comes in, before you leave, can you go to our Facebook page and give us a like? If you do, you'll be entered into our raffle for a free month of service. What's this cost you guys? $50, $60, or $57 or $67, because of course we always add protection. But what an easy way to bolster your online presence, get customers to give you a like every single interaction, which is going to blow you up on social media. And I know, like my wife, whenever she looks for stuff, like she'll go to Yelp, who's got the most positive reviews? That's what I want to go to, Have that mindset for your business. Be the business that has the most positive reviews in your town or your community. And you can do it that way, such as doing the contest and, hey, we're going to do a random drawing at the end of the month, and then, promote that random drawing. Congratulations to, whoever it is, Joe Brand, for our October winner. Congratulations to Lisa Simpson, our April winner, whoever it is. Give them that congratulations on your social media and show that you are rewarding those customers. You can kind of make a winner's wall of fame of everyone who's got free service from your store for giving you that like. Another way to do that, to bolster your online presence, is have your customers be those influencers for you. And so when I talk about them going to your page and giving you a like, that's going to help, right? Another thing you can do there is, I've seen dealers as a best practice, they'll bundle a case and a screen protector in their out the door price. The pitch the rep will give is, if you go ahead and give me a like on social media right now, I'll go ahead and include this case for you for free. Well, honestly, the case is already bundled into their price, but to the customer, they're like, oh, for sure, I'm getting a free case, I'll go ahead and get in there. But really, they've already bundled it into that price. If you give, hey, your out the door price is $180, that gives you everything you need, and we'll throw in that free case for you if you give us a like on social media. It's another way to maximize your profit, maximize your sales, your accessory take rate, and get those likes on social media. If you can find any micro influencers, that might be another low-cost way to build your brand awareness and create word of mouth. The more people who learn about your business, the more you're going to grow and have potential new customers. So the main areas to go, and I think we're missing one here, right? So you can do this on Instagram, you can do it on Facebook, you can do it on Twitter. But think about the newest generation growing up, they're a big TikTok generation too, right? So I would add TikTok to this list as well. So I would do it on your Facebooks, on your Instagrams, on your Twitter, and do it on TikTok as well. The more social media accounts you create for your store, the better presence you're going to be, the more people you're going to reach. I know, so I have a couple daughters, they're 14 and 17, and they look at Facebook as that's for old people. We're on Instagram or TikTok, right? Well, eventually those 14 and 17-year-olds are going to be a little bit older, and so TikTok is going to be one of their main sources of information, as well as Instagram. And Facebook may be great for people like me. I'm 40. I'm a man. I'm 40 from a famous football press conference. But anyway, people like me, I'm more Facebook, but the younger generation has these other online resources that they use more and more. So you can't just rely on one. You got to go across all the platforms to reach as many people as possible. On Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, all that. Is there any questions out there? Nope. Okay. And then one other major key. So how do you manage this, right? How are you going to manage this at your store? You know, again, this is to make as much profit for your store. So we want to attract eyes. We want to attract people coming in. You know, you have to have someone assigned. You have to assign a specific staff member. You know, whether that be your manager, your district manager, whoever you want it to be. It could be someone that you're looking to develop their talent. Maybe it's a strong sales rep who's not yet a manager, but you're looking to grow them, right? You want them to be a manager one day. So give them this task. Hey, you're going to be in charge of our social media accounts. Prove yourself with this, show me what you can do, and, you know, kind of send me in what are you doing on a daily or weekly basis for all these platforms. But you got to have someone assigned to this to really drive it. If you just say, okay, this is a one-time thing we're going to do, you know, you'll do it once, maybe see a lift, and it kind of goes by the wayside and we forget about it because we always have 1,000 priorities in wireless, right? I get it. So you want to have someone who you can hold accountable to being in charge of your online presence. So this is where you assign that to that sales rep. If you're a rep on this call, you like this idea, take it to your manager and owner. Maybe they're not on the call. Take it to them. Hey, I want to drive our social media for our store. I want to blog about our promotions. I want to post on across all of our social media and take that role and run with it. You know, you're going to see the success of your store grow and grow as your social media presence grows as well. So kind of the reasons why social media is so important. So kind of 6 bullet points here. It's a very affordable way to market your business. If you have a special, and let's go back to that 3 for $60 ACP I mentioned. If you could do let's say a $200 investment within a 5-mile radius of your store, you could probably hit, depending on where you're at, 30,000 people with that ad. All right. So what's your ROI on that? Your ROI is a couple customers. If you're hitting 30,000 people, you're going to get way more than that. You're going to be super profitable by paying for that ad. And do these ads consistently on your best offers so you can always be driving that traffic into your store. You got to get people away from just simply shopping online and getting them coming into your store, right? You're going to get that local audience as well as a nationwide audience. You're going to establish your brand recognition. You can get valuable customer insights to connect with your audience. So if a customer has an issue, you can address it to them right away in real time. It's going to give them that enriched customer service where you're taking care of them, not only in the store, but for questions they have in service as well. Even if they're just typing you, hey, I'm having this issue, and they're putting it on an online form, you can help address it. And again, it's going to increase your chance to drive targeted traffic, target that customers that specifically want your Boost products. You know, here's just an example of something that people can use to increase your followers. get 50% off your next accessory if you give us a follow, right? I gave you a couple examples of how to do this as well. You know, free month of service as a raffle, free case and bundle it into your price of your out the door pricing, or 50% off your next accessory when you give us a like, or maybe free accessory next time you come in to pay your bill. You know, you can be as creative as you want with this, but you need to make sure you're highlighting the perks and you are sharing this with all the customers coming into your doors. Some other tips for kind of posting your content. Sprout Loud. If you guys don't know about sproutloud.com, please look into it today. So this is where it has all your approved messaging. So like your 3 for $60 plan, if there's something not on there that you want on there, reach out to us at DCI. Edgar is amazing with our marketing, and he can work with Boost to see if he can get stuff approved to get it on there for you. But the kind of base approved imagery is all out there on https://sproutloud. That's sproutloud.com/cn/Boost Mobile. And I'll send this deck to all your account managers as well. If you want a copy of it, these links are included. If you have to be on the phone and or you're driving, you can't take it down, this will be in there. But you want to make sure you're posting the most high quality images, which is what you're going to get from that site. Don't do anything vulgar or do anything politics, right? Or I would keep the religion out of it. One thing in sales, you keep religion and politics kind of out of it and just focus on the sales part of the business. And just like politics, for example, if you give a view politically, I always heard, you know, that alienates 50% of the people. You know, in our country, times we're pretty divided, 50% lean one way, 50% lean another. Just focus on the business. Don't put anything political. And if you have a customer that is maybe has an issue and they're being rude about it, you can address it, but do it with professionalism. You absolutely do not want to get into a fight over any kind of social media, right? Don't share any of your personal information unless you have consent from your customers. So like if they win, is it okay? Can I post this that you won our contest? I'm sure they say okay. And then if you do get messages from people, respond promptly, right? You don't want to sit there and have that in there for a month and you never respond to your customers. You do want to be able to reply right away. So if you're the person who's in charge of social media, that's part of your role, is making sure those are replied to in a very prompt manner. You can also create polls on there. So you could do like, hey, when's the last time you upgraded your phone? It's been about 2 years or within the last year. You can create Facebook events to promote your store. So I talked about it getting warmer and it's getting back to the normalcy. We can get out there now, have 10 events again, right? I love 10 events. We just had a bunch of radio remotes recently. I love radio remotes. I love 10 events. Let's get back out there to the people. So let's start having these events. And you think about any holiday coming up. So think about May, for example, right? You got a lot in May. You got Cinco de Mayo. You got Mother's Day. You got Star Wars Day. That's May 4th. If you're not a big Star Wars fan, may the 4th be with you. You got a lot of holidays out there for you guys to take advantage of, where you can have events that center around it. You can incorporate your social media to that as well. All right. Moving off of social media. Any questions before I move off of social media? No questions? All right. One, make sure your business hours are accurate. Nothing more frustrating than going to a store and it's supposed to be open and it's not. So that's two parts of that, right? Make sure your signs are up on your doors. If you need a new sign, we can get to that for you. But make sure your hours are accurate, and they're accurate not only on your window, but online as well. Check what online has listed for your store hours, and those need to match up. Now, keep in mind, you don't have to follow the general guidelines of Boost. Like opening at 10 a.m. is a suggestion, not a rule. I have many doors that open at 9 a.m. and they get tons of traffic because they're the only doors open. I have some doors that open at 8:30. I have some doors that open at 8. The hours, although there is a requirement piece in there, it's not stone. If you want to be open longer than those hours, you definitely can be. And if you're in an area where, say you're in a town that has 4 or 5 Boost stores, and 4 of those Boost stores open at 10, your store opens at 8. 4 of those Boost stores close at 6. Your store stays open until 8 p.m. You know, those things give you a competitive advantage where you're the only place open. So anyone needing service for you is going to have to go to your store. And you can tie that into your social media only store open from this time in this town, right? So just something to think about there when it comes to your hours. Make sure they're accurate, make sure online matches, and you can do more than just the requirements. In Google, the positive reviews in Google really drive your business. So we kind of already touched on this about getting those best practices and reviews to just help get that like to your store. Do everything you can because it's really going to build your customers' trust. When they go on there and search for businesses, they're going to see you as the store that stands out the most, but you have to work at it. It's not something that just happens automatically. You have to drive this in your door. So I'm trying to give you this tip. It's going to drive profit. It's going to help you guys make money. It's going to drive more and more customers coming into your stores where you can take advantage of them for your entire suite of services. So when they're in your store, it's important for the sales reps on here because we want you to make as much money as possible as well, right? Do you have a sales method in place? And with Boost, it's the guru sales method. So that's greeting your customer, understanding their needs, giving a recommendation, upselling them, and then, of course, providing exceptional service throughout the sale. So I'm just going to touch a couple on these. I could do a whole call just on gurus, right? So I'm just going to kind of touch on a couple important ones here. Number one is the greeting. The greeting sets your tone for the entire visit. Now, with COVID kind of going away, those barriers of those days of staying behind your counters, those are at an end. So that greeting is important. Behind your counters is technically, that's like a no-fly zone is how I always looked at it. You should only be back there if you're making small dial calls or you are ringing a customer up. That greeting, you want to come out from behind your counter, greet them on the sales floor with a smile. Smiles are free, and I got to tell you, it will set an amazing tone for your visit. Customer comes in, hey, welcome to Boost. My name's Adam. Are you here for our promos? Like, what an easy greeting to set up open-ended questions and just make that customer feel happy. Like if I come into a store, so think of that, right? You come into a store, customer walks out, they're smiling, hey, how you doing? My name's Adam. Are you here for our promos? Okay, compared to I'm sitting behind the counter. Hi, how can we help you? Because we get that a lot, right? That's real world. We see that. You know, it's night and day. And even though this is a call, you could probably hear in the tone of my voice, you could hear the smile even through a call because it's infectious and it makes a big difference to your customer. It sets that tone. It makes them feel comfortable. Whereas if you say, hey, hi, how can I help you? It's standoffish. It's impersonal. There's a lot of Boost stores out there. You know, I may finish my business with you today, but next time I'm going to go to another store. I didn't really like that treatment I got there. Whereas if you're out on the sales floor, you meet them, you get their name and use their name throughout that sales presentation. So, well, you know, if I continued on, hey, my name's Adam. Are you here for our promos? Oh, I'm here to make a payment. Oh, that's great. We have promotions for our payment customers as well. What was your name? And they'll like give them the name, Greg. Okay, hey, Greg, perfect. So yeah, let me see what plane you're on real quick. We have some awesome promotions for our payment customers right now. In my mind, I'm thinking upgrade, add a line, ACP. I'm gonna look at his account. And then I'll use it. Greg, you know what? You actually, do you by chance get SNAP, Medicaid, or WIC? Yeah, I get WIC. Oh, great, you are gonna be thrilled, man. We have a promotion right now where I can give you unlimited talk, text, data plus protection. It'll only be $27 a month. How's that sound? You know, so I'm using that customer's name over and over in my sale because there's nothing on planet Earth people love more than the sound of their own name, okay? Easy sales technique. You use that name over and over throughout that sale. Then once you get to that, once you understand their needs, you get to that recommendation and you upsell them, they're gonna look at you more as a friend. They're like, okay, yeah. And I'm giving that white glove service throughout my whole sales thing. So I'm gonna earn their service not only today and their sales today, but I'm gonna earn their service for good. So every time they need something, they're gonna be coming back to me. So it's just important you guys have kind of these understanding, the steps in place so that you are fully qualifying your customer for everything available to them each and every interaction. Boost stores are not like a Walmart. They're not like a Best Buy. And what I mean by that, when you go to Walmart or you go to Best Buy, you could be searching for 1,000 different products. You know, you go to a Walmart, you could be getting food, you could be getting toys for a kid's birthday, you could be getting clothes. I mean, you could be getting, you know, anything under the sun. Walmart sells everything, right? When you go to a Boost store, they're specifically looking for Boost. So you need to capitalize on that customer and get as much out of that experience as possible. You should never, for all you sales reps on this call, you should never, ever, ever clerk a payment. What I mean by that is the customer comes in, they need to pay the bill, they pay the bill, you send them out the door. If you do that, you failed, right? You need to maximize these opportunities. For even that payment customer, you can talk about possibly boost up if they've been with you for more than 12 months. You can talk about SDDN if they needed to switch their phone from the yellow SIM card to an orange SIM card. If not, you can still talk about add-lines. You can still talk about upgrades. You can still talk about accessories. You can still talk about ACP. You should still talk about Xfinity prepaid. Hey, what internet service are you working? You want to have that mental checklist? And I would even make a sticky note that I put on my computer and say, have I hit on all these topics, right? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You know, is a boost up one, if it doesn't qualify, okay, don't worry about that. Is SDDN one, they don't need it, okay, don't worry about that. But guess what? Everyone can talk about. Add a line, everybody. Upgrade, are they eligible? If yes, talk about upgrade. If not, okay, don't talk about that. Accessories, get your phone PhD, get their phone, put it in your hand and diagnose it. Do they have a phone without a case? Offer them a case. Do they have a phone with a case without a screen protector? Offer them a screen protector. Is their battery low? Offer them a charger. Did you pitch ACP, whether it be a tablet, whether it be a phone? You know, did you give that pitch? Did you ask them what internet they have at home? Did you pitch Xfinity? All these things, if they're done every time, will put more money in your pockets. I 100% guarantee it. All right. Sales is a numbers game. If you see 100 customers, you could get 90 no's for like an add-a-line in ACP. But if you get 100 customers going to pay their bill and you pitch to everybody, you get 10 yeses out of 100 no's. That still increases your sales by 10 more than what you would have previously had. And 10 is being conservative, right? Because our conversion goal is 30. So really it should be 30, right? If you get 100 customers come in and you're pitching this to everyone, you should get 30 lines of service out of those payments. Sales is a numbers game, but you will not hit those numbers unless you are capitalizing on all of these opportunities. So it's crucial you guys are hitting on all these topics every time. And if you're a manager on this call and you see a rep clerk a payment, it's a coaching opportunity. Right? Is it something we can address? Say, okay, hey, I saw this. Let's work on it next time. Make sure you're pitching all these other options. This call is about being profitable for your stores. This is going to make owners profitable. This is going to make reps profitable. You guys are really need to get behind this because the keys of the kingdom are in your hands. It's how aggressive do you want to be? And then, you know, the sky's the limit. But I'm telling you, I see the most successful stores. How do you do it? And literally, that's the answer. Adam, I pitch it to every customer that walks in my door. So I'm giving you the keys. It's up for you to take the drive, right? All right. So other things there you can talk about as your ACP, Xfinity prepaid. We talk about phone protection, accessories, all that good stuff. Now, for owners in here, you know, attracting top talent. Have a conversation with your DCI account managers. Just we can, you know, talk about kind of we can give you some examples of other compensation structures out there, but some things take longer, right? Like an ACP sale takes longer than normal sale. So is there that increased motivation? Is there compensation being paid on those? If so, that's going to help drive that behavior. Anywhere where a rep can earn, you know, an extra $1 or $2, that is going to help drive that behavior. If there is no incentive on there, if I'm a rep and let's say I could do a bill payment or I could push ACP add-a-lines, but I'm just paid hourly, well, how incentivized are they to do it? But if you give them that kind of extra carrot, you're going to see those reps that are hungry and they're going to demolish it because maybe they want to go out for that nice meal every weekend based on commission. Maybe they want to save up for that big purchase. They want that car they've had their eyes on. You know, they want to do all these things to hit those goals. So make sure you're always looking to attract that top talent. Make sure you're offering motivation. Have those conversations with your reps about productivity and profitability and job satisfaction. What do they like about your organization? Are they happy? Are you doing reviews with them, you know, maybe quarterly? Hey, here's your performance. What's working for you? What's not working for you? How can we help coach you and be the best rep possible? You know, these are all things that can really help take your guys' sales to the next level. I got us right here at 12:31, so right on time. With that, I will open it up. Are there any questions? No questions.
That's the next thing.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate your time. I look forward to talking to you next week. Have a great week selling. Have a fantastic day, and we'll see you next week.